circles running around. Break down, chase a light. We're all in, but on the go. Running for my life. Feel the light. Running for my life. Running for my life. Running for my life. Head high, we're alone. Are we taking all in front of us? Head high, how could we know it was all along on the side? We should read between the lines. Now we're on the right way to go. Head high, we're not alone. Oh, we are not out of luck. Running for my life. Feel the light. Running for my life. Running for my life. Running for my life.
All right, guys, what is going on? What is poppin'? John Fibonacci here. Hope you guys are having a good Friday. It is today's Philosophical Friday. Usually we don't get all that many viewers, or at least as many as normal, but I have some really huge announcements as well. So, you know, we'll go over that and then that'll be it. So if you haven't read my story, if you haven't read my Instagram story or my Twitter, okay, we can start off today with my retirement from Go Live. Okay, so I'm done. I will no longer be on Go Live. I have moved exclusively to YouTube. Okay, so it's no longer ambiguous. It's no longer, well, what's gonna happen, this, that, and the third. We're fucking done. We are done. You know? But look. The topics that I talk about here, all right, Philosophical Friday and even like the other things that we discussed, okay, that comes from, you know, certain things that go on, you know, within my particular life. I don't know what we were watching yesterday. Were we looking for anything today? I don't think I was. We can pull up Wells Fargo though. JP Morgan's up a little bit as well, but Wells Fargo I think they're okay. At least, I mean, they're up like 1% today, but we'll see. But anyway, so, you know, when I tell you guys about people like Marcus Aurelius, right? To do your best, the rest doesn't matter. That's not just me learning something and then just passing it up, you know, passing it along to you. That's part of it. but it's like things that are actually applicable. Okay. So if you guys can hear me, let me know by dropping a like on the video. You guys already know the drill. You already know how we do it here on the channel. That has, you know, not changed. So, you know, I can't leave an endeavor without knowing that I've done my best. You know what I mean? Because you can't quit something, or you can't leave something, at least properly, without knowing that you've done that everything, you know, you can do. So yeah, I mean, we're pretty much at that point now where it's like, okay, you know, given everything that's happened, it's a wrap. You know what I mean? And I don't think ghosting people is the greatest policy. You know, so, you know, if I don't know, there's not all that many people on here, but you know, since we're here, it's like, look, policy should not just be ghosting people. It doesn't matter what your rank is, or, you know, how much money you've made and all that. Ghosting people, period, is just wrong, you know? So I think that's one of many shady fucking things that I could discuss, but I'm not going to, because I do want to give you guys juice for today. I just want to come up here and rant for you, but you know, you would think that a company that is surrounded by personal development gurus and speakers would actually have values and, you know, leadership skills and all that, and you just see a complete lack of that, which to me is fucking crazy. But you know, again, here we are. You know, here we are. What are you gonna do? Your best. That's all you can do. All right. So, what's good, Allie? 2020, Trillionaire, Josh, Jesse, and yeah, I think that's it for today, for right now. What's good? And yeah, we are going to do big things, because you know what? YouTube doesn't have the same ceilings, doesn't have the same fucking backdoor bullshit deals and politics and all this other fucked up shit that you guys don't even know about. All kind of just, honestly, I should have left years ago, but again, I can't leave something without doing my best. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring out the morning meditations, the midday meditations, and the evening meditations. And I guess I'll discuss it a little bit, and then we'll go from there. What's good, Tiago? And I'll probably have to put out some sort of special video as well to, you know, announce that, yeah, I'm leaving, because, you know, anytime you're dealing with hundreds or even thousands of people, there's always going to be, you know, rumors and misinformation and all that kind of bullshit. So we're going to have to clear things up a little bit later, or probably not even today, maybe even tomorrow. But yeah, welcome to tier 2. Look at that. We are getting that much closer to 50. So if you will give me the liberty here for just a minute, need to find something. I mean, I have them on my phone. You know what? We can do that instead. So what I'll do is I'll drop the visuals later, but I'll give you the content here. So that way you at least kind of know, you know, my idea of what you would want to do with these meditation ideas. All right, so let me just pull this up on my phone real quick. And Allie and whoever else is in my private chat, this is one of the pinned messages. It is let me see. Pinned message number 2. The morning meditations, midday and evening. This is also the one that was on Go Live, but I had to delete it because I had my Instagram in the visual and we weren't allowed to share our social medias. So that's why I didn't take that down, but it's okay. We'll redo it here and it won't be as long either. It'll be shorter. All right. So the idea of meditations, okay, this does not reflect meditations from Marcus Aurelius. Okay, that's just the title of his book, right? Or his journal, actually, which actually the title was To Himself, but we just call it Meditations. But actually meditating, you know, or at least thinking about certain things and ideas, that's what this is about. So this really has almost nothing to do with Marcus Aurelius, okay? So don't get that confused. But what these are is questions that you ask yourself in the morning, the midday, and the evening. Now, that is kind of a lot. If you just want to start in the morning or start just with the evening, that's fine too. So the idea of self-reflection, or like reflecting on your day, that actually comes to us from Seneca and Letters from a Stoic. So it was near one of the later letters Seneca was writing to Lucilius after he was banned from Rome. And he was saying that we should live as if people are watching. And then a few sentences later, he was saying that at the end of every day, I should take a review of my day, and that would be of the utmost benefit. So I don't know if all the Stoics did that, but I know at least Seneca did that. So every evening he would spend a couple minutes and kind of like, not talk to himself, but he would ask himself like, okay, did I behave properly? Did I think correctly? Possibly, did I apply the dichotomy of control, or, you know, all those things. So this, what I'm going to give you today is what I believe, you know, for me, the best possible meditation. So it is going to have to deal a little bit with leadership and stuff like that, but you don't have to copy this. You don't have to take it and run with it, but if you want to, you can. So basically in the morning, that means sometime between when you wake up prior to the afternoon, there are 5 questions that would be ideal, for me to ask myself. And what's good, Vadu? One is, what is my main goal today? So we do that in order to, and now I got to turn off notifications because I announced my departure and now everyone's blowing me up. So I gotta hide that. So the first thing, what is my main goal today? So that's kind of a way to get in focus or get in alignment with the goals that you probably set the day prior or earlier, you know, in the week or the year. Okay, so that's kind of a alignment. What is my main goal today? Is it to learn? Is it to journal? I mean, whatever it is for you. Okay, so that's kind of like resetting the focus. 2 is, what does my calendar say? This could also be economic calendar as well if you're a trader. I mean, pretty much all of you are, but I'm saying, you know, not just the economic calendar like forexfactory.com, but your schedule, or, you know, maybe you have reminders or alerts set or something like that. Then, you know, you want to know, well, what's coming today? You know, maybe you have bills due, maybe it's payday, maybe you have a dentist appointment, hopefully not. But, you know, again, it's kind of a making sure you get the most out of the day in order to be, you know, productive. And there's that. Number 3, and again, this part is especially for me because I do, you know, focus on leadership and stuff like that. Number 3 is, how can I be a servant leader today? Okay. So I wish more leaders would fucking take notes, but hey, it is what it is. I'm not gonna throw out too many shots today. But number 3 is, how can I be a servant leader today? Because to me, that's what leadership is about. Leadership is not about stealing the spotlight, holding the spotlight, and, look at me, look what I can do, this, that, and the third. Okay. I don't believe in that. I think that's dog shit leadership. I think that's terrible. And I pretty much despise people who do that. Right. And that, like, to me, that's why a lot of the times when I went to events, and this is true shit, and if you ever met me at an event, I said this to you. I went to events for the people, not for the speakers. I went to meet you guys. I didn't go for any other fucking reason. Okay? And so at the second event and even the third event I went to, bro, I don't want to see the same speakers over and over again. I just don't. I mean, John Maxwell, all right, yeah, cool. Or maybe like some other, like Eric Thomas, great. I would love to see ET again, but like certain speakers within, it's like seeing them over and over again. I don't like that. I don't appreciate that. It's like, what about the up and coming people? It's been like a year since we've had, or since I've been to, from the first event I went to and the second one and the third one, there was like at least 9 months to a year between those two. And why the fuck do we not have new speakers? How do we not have new leaders? You know what I'm saying? So to me, coming back to the original point before I go off on another tangent again, I'm pretty good at that, which is not good. But how can I be a servant leader today? So it's more like, how can I serve my people? How can I bring up other leaders? How can I get traders funded if that's what they want? What can I do to help? How can I be a servant leader? That's the whole purpose. Okay, you guys want to know how I got to the positions that I got to, is because of practically that right there, servant leadership. And that's not a demoralizing thing, right? Being a servant, that's not demoralizing at all. That's exactly what I do. I serve people every day. I serve you guys every day, whether it's with stories on Instagram or like here on YouTube, right? This is me serving you guys, knowledge, experience, wisdom, whatever, dad jokes, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I asked myself. How can I be a servant leader today? What can I do today to either bring people up? I posted about that earlier as well on my Instagram about John Maxwell, lifting people up. So that's definitely one thing that I want to make sure that I do. And if you're a leader, which most of you should be, to some degree or another, that's one thing I would definitely throw in the morning meditations. Number 4, this is a great one. And this probably should go to number 5, but not that they're in any particular order or order of importance. I think they're all important. But number 4 is, what am I grateful for? Or what am I grateful for today? You could do that if you want to as well. But, starting your day off with gratitude, I think is a awesome way to start your day. I don't always do that. I don't always start my day off with gratitude, but when I do, my day usually ends up better. But what's good, Alex Adnan? Rizzy here. Much love, much love. What's good, Collins? I don't know how to pronounce your first name, but I'll say Collins. What's good, man? Number 4, starting your day off with gratitude is really powerful as well. And I know a lot of you that are into personal development, Think and Grow Rich, Bob Proctor, whatever. I think you guys would definitely agree that gratitude is a really nice way to start your day. So I won't expand too much on that. And then number 5, the last one, and again, you could probably switch number 4 and 5. But number 5 is, what can I learn today? This is pretty much the inverse of what I do with you guys. Instead of what can I learn today, I think, what can I teach today? But, when you become a mentor, you can add that if you want to. What can I teach people today? But for the most part, we all can still remain a student. So it's, what can I learn today, or even this week, right? You guys have book recommendations, you have YouTube videos, you have podcasts, you have social media. I mean, you have, a plethora of information that's available, probably too much information that is available, but every day you get to have the opportunity to learn something new. That is also one of the great reasons why I give you guys the Maxwell Daily Reader and the Daily Stoic, because even if you don't want to read a book every day or watch a 30-minute YouTube video every day or listen to podcasts, maybe, you don't want to have or want to make the time for stuff like that. The Maxwell Daily Reader, and I made a reel about this, the Maxwell Daily Reader and the Daily Stoic are just one page every single day. So, that whole idea of, what do you mean? I can learn something every day? Yes, you absolutely can learn something every single day. Even if you already know it, reiterating information is still, learning something. You could read a quote in January. That doesn't mean you're just going to remember it forever. You could reread that same quote in 6 months to remind you, you know what I mean? So there is that. But look, guys, if you got value so far, drop a like on the video. We're not even halfway done yet. I mean, we're almost halfway done, but if you guys got some value out of just the morning meditations, let me know by dropping a like. I would greatly, really appreciate that. Okay, so are you guys good with that? Are we able to move forward onto the midday? Let me know. Let me know. And we'll put this up here. I guess we'll do the morning right here. And then let's clone it for the midday. You guys ready for the midday? The midday meditations? Well, I should have charged my phone as well. I always forget to do that. Maybe that should be a meditation. Check your phone percentage. Ali's ready? All right. I mean, there's more of you on here, but I guess we'll go with that. So the midday meditation. So this should be, I mean, if you're a normal person who wakes up in the morning and, lunchtime is like the afternoon for you, and like, noon or something like that. All right, cool. Then this is really for you. But if you stay up all night and sleep all day, midday for you is just whatever the halfway point is between when you wake up and when you go to bed, whenever that may be. But I think this is a really good one. So the midday meditations, the first thing is, am I behaving properly? That's a solid one. Am I behaving properly? You ought to look back at your morning. Did I flick somebody off for cutting me off in traffic? Or did I cuss out tech support on the phone earlier? Or did I get in an argument with somebody, or, or did I ghost one of the best educators on Go Live? There's all these things that you could do to kind of see, am I reacting or, behaving correctly? And so that's kind of the point of that. And of course, the answer isn't always going to be a yes, right? The whole point is to recognize mistakes or maybe something that you did yesterday, right? And then to say, okay, well, I've noticed this pattern. I have a pattern of cussing at my boss or cussing in front of a child, or I don't know, whatever it may be. So it's to really reflect and to catch yourself in things that you do wrong. And that's why this one is so great, because it's so broad and you can do a lot with that. And it's great if you utilize it correctly. So number 2 is, what is my current way of thinking? All right, now this one I don't really, it's probably not my favorite, because I mean my thinking doesn't go too far left or too far right. I'm kind of usually in the middle the majority of the time. Like if it was a bell curve, I'd be at the top of the bell usually. So this is more so for, y'all ever heard someone say, "Oh, I'm having a bad day. You know, I woke up and this happened and that happened," and they just have decided that today is such a bad day. Or maybe even you've done that. I know I've done that. Sometimes when I, like in the Navy, if I didn't sleep very well, I knew the very next day my whole day was fucked. Because I knew I'd be tired all day, I'd be irritable all day, and I would just constantly focus on everything that's been wrong. Man, we got to stay an extra hour after work. Man, it's hot outside. Man, the cell phone service sucks. I can't check my Facebook. Whatever other things that I used to do. And that's kind of just like number 1, not just your behavior. Are you behaving properly, but are you thinking properly? I mean, you could even change that. Instead of what is my current way of thinking, you could say, am I thinking properly? Or is my mindset, proper, or something to that degree? Because thinking, you can switch a lot easier, I think, than behavior. So you might have to stop for a second and go, okay, you know what? I've been thinking poorly. I've had very, a poor mindset today. I've had poor thoughts today. Let me switch that and have a better afternoon and or midday and evening, right? So again, it's to catch yourself behaving appropriately and then thinking appropriately as well. Number 3, and this kind of ties in with number 2. Number 3 is, how much mental capital have I spent? And this kind of ties in with what I said earlier. If you're arguing with people, or if you're making a large number of decisions, there's decision fatigue. This with trading as well. Okay. Not just in trading, but in life, right? Decision fatigue, arguing with people, that could spend mental capital. I don't know. There's a lot of things that we can do early on in the morning or the afternoon that can spend a lot of mental capital, right? So, like, for example, back in January, when my channel got taken down the first fucking time, I spent 3 days on my phone. 3 fucking days on my phone for like 14 hours a day, because I had 500-600 messages back and forth from a lot of you guys, people all over the world hitting up Instagram, what happened to your channel, this, that, and the third. And I was getting back to everybody, right? Because again, people over profits, students come first. So I spent oh my God, a ridiculous amount of my personal mental capital just to make sure that you guys, weren't left in the dark per se. So I spent a lot of mental capital doing that shit. But that's good to know, because let's just say that happened during the week. Well, if something like that happens during the week and I'm spending a lot of mental capital, or maybe I'm thinking about the dentist, right? Me thinking about the dentist before I went back in January or February, that's going to be a lot of mental capital as well, because I'm going to worry about that. Well, what if that dentist fucking, makes me bleed and I die on the table and all that, all the things that actually won't happen. Overthinking it. That's mental capital that I'm spending. And that's when you don't want to trade. That's when you don't want to do anything that requires focus or attention, because you've, decision fatigue as well. The more mental capital you spend and the more decision fatigue that you have, the worse your decision making is going to get. So if your decision making decreases in value over time, why would you want to trade? right? You don't want to trade when you don't have the best mental capital. So that is the purpose of that. Number 4 is a good one. Number 4, how can I make the most of today? How can I get the most out of today? What can I do to make today productive? It's not simplify, it's the other one. Carpe diem, right? Carpe diem is seize the day. So how can I seize the day? Maybe I wasted the morning. Maybe I had an okay afternoon, but all right, that's gone. And we're here now, midday or even the evening. What can I do to make the rest of the day as productive as possible? So there was a lesson I've done before where people ask me, you know, what do I do after I take a loss? Or maybe I hit my max loss for the day. You know, what do you do after that? Well, my answer to that is don't make a bad day worse. Okay. And instead of just leaving the day like that, like let me give you an example. Let's say I woke up in the morning and I took some trades and I took 2 losses and now I'm down 2%. Maybe I've hit my max loss for the day and it's not even, let's say 11 a.m. Okay. Well, yeah, trading account got burned a little bit, but that doesn't mean I have to have a bad day. I can still, I don't know, clean the house, go read a book, go get my beard trimmed and my hair cut. You know, I could sign up for John Phibbs tier 2 membership. Like there's different things that you can do to still make the day productive. Okay. So that's kind of the purpose of that. It maybe you had a bad morning, but that doesn't mean you have to have a bad day. Okay. And the last one, it kind of ties in with the schedule one of the previous one is what is there left to do? What is there left to do for today? Maybe the economic calendar has something for later. Maybe the afternoon session is going to start for the indices. So maybe there might be some opportunities in the afternoon. Maybe you have a dentist appointment later. I mean, I don't know. But again, it's kind of a scheduling thing. It's kind of a productivity thing. What is there left to do? Do I have a presentation to make? Do I have a video to put out? Do I have a YouTube stream I need to do? You know, whatever the case. You guys enjoying today's presentation so far? Because now we're a little over halfway done. Because we've done the morning meditations and now we have done the midday meditations as well. So if you've gotten any value whatsoever, let me know. Because even 1 or 2 of these may be super helpful to you. Jesse said absolutely. Josh says yes. Very nice. Very nice. So 5 questions in the morning, 5 questions midday, and then we'll get to the final 5 for the evening. We could probably even do 6, but that's okay. All right, so now we will move on to the evening. Let me actually... Okay, I have a lot of room. So we'll do morning, midday, and then now we can go into the evening. Now, again, I'm going to put out visuals for you guys. It's probably going to be on the community chat, the community post. So you can check back later today for that, because I'll give you these obviously in a more visually appealing manner. Do you journal these or just speak? It's kind of just a thought process. You could journal. I mean, I'm not even against having a print off. Like maybe you could. Oh shit, Alex, you're fucking green. I didn't even notice that. Your sniper is green. Holy shit, dude. So That means you're in your third month then, because we did bronze first and then silver, and now you have a green one. Dude, that is sick. Because the green one actually goes with, hold on guys, the green one actually goes with the theme, the whole jungle theme, right? Like the trim on the high and low of your screen is like the jungle, right? And now yours is green, so you blend in. Dude, that looks sick. Do y'all see that? That's got to be new today, because I don't think I saw anyone with that yesterday, right? Because I think Alex was one of the first 3 members to get started, if I remember correctly. But that looks great. All right. Well, anyway, you know, let me get let me get back on track here. Do you journal these or do you just speak them? So again, oh yeah, that's right. So I'm not even against, you could take these, you can make them your own, you could add, subtract, whatever. If you want to make like a Word document and maybe put like a couple lines below each one and you want to journal it out yourself, you could do that. I'm not against that. I'm not going to copyright fucking 15 questions or, you know, make like a book journal with 15 questions. I'm not going to do that. But you could, if you wanted to, you can make a printout of this and then just have that for yourself. If you wanted to have something to write, but to me, I just think about it. And then that's it. So, but yeah, dude, that green one looks dope. I like it. Matter of fact, give me one more second before we get to our evening meditations, because I want to look at just one thing real quick. Give me 2 seconds, guys. The perk side. Okay. So you're going to be at that green one for a while, just so you know. Brand new, right? The first month is the bronze. After month 1 is silver. After month 2 is green. Now here's the thing. That's 3 months. You got to wait 6 months to get the blue one. So you won't be blue for another 3 months. And then after that, it's 6 months to gold. So fuck. Get used to the green one is what I'm saying. All right, get used to the green one, because you're going to have that for a minute. All right. So now we'll get to the evening part, and then we'll probably shut it down for today. And I'm probably going to leave my phone on airplane because I don't feel like dealing with everyone else's whatever they have to say. I'll deal with it later, but not right now. Good to finally be a sniper. Yeah, no, that's good. That's good. We're definitely going to do something special when we get gold. So I'm assuming Alex is going to be our first gold member, because it was 3 of you. It was Alex and 2 more. So you 3 have an opportunity to be the first to get a gold one after 1 full year. So we got a ways to go, but it's cool. All right, number 1, evening meditations. What did I do well today? What did I do well today? Did I trade well? Did I have a good mindset? Did I have good judgment? Did I have good decision making? What are some things that I did well? Did I show up to work on time? Did I don't know. There's a infinite number of things that you could have done, right? What did I do well today? Number 2, what mistake or mistakes did I make today? Right? What I listed earlier, right? When we went over midday, it's okay to make a mistake. That's why we do this. That's why we have meditations, to see where we go wrong at, and you need to list those out. Okay. And when you do this every day, or at a minimum, I would say at least every week. Okay. Doing this every day, it might be a lot, especially to get used to. But at a minimum, I would say at least probably do this every Sunday or every Saturday, something to that effect. But if you do this all the time, and after, I don't know, 3 to 5, maybe 10 times, you'll start to see a pattern if you are honest with yourself. That's shit. That's the only way this works, is if you're honest with yourself. Number 3, what can I do better next time? What can I do better next time? Well, if you were late, that's a mistake, right? What can I do better next time? Wake up earlier, go to bed earlier, something to that effect. Maybe the mistake was that you lost 3% instead of your 2% max because you over leveraged. All right, well, what can you do better next time? Either deleverage or take a smaller lot or contract size, or, don't be a goofball, don't be a goober or a bonehead. Number 4, this is a powerful one, honestly. This one is huge. Number 4, did my actions align with my values? Oof. Because trust me, if people were honest with themselves, this one would slap a lot of people across the mouth. Did my actions align with my values? That's a hard one. It really is. Because that one, you really have to be honest with yourself. What values do I have, or what, core values have I adopted for myself, and did my actions align with those values? And that's difficult. I put out a video a few months, or I don't know if it's been a few months or a few weeks, but I put out a video, the Trade House values, right? And I'm still Trade House, so that's, we're still gonna be rocking with that. And if you remember, let me pull that up too. Let me pull that up as well. Because let's say you want to be a part of Trade House, or, something to that effect, and you want to adopt the Trade House values. Okay. So it would be teamwork, respect, accountability, determination, excellence, honor, organized, uniqueness, student, and environment. So you would have to look at yourself and go, okay, did my actions align with my values? So if you, let's say, promote a Zoom call for 2 weeks and you cancel it the day of, and then, that's it. Is that something that is honorable? Is that teamwork? Is that determination? Right? So you kind of have to do some reflection there. Did my actions align with my values? Is doing some fucked up shit respectable? No. Right? So then you would go, okay, well, damn, my actions did not align with my values. Only 2 months has passed. So it looks like an eternity. So much work done. Look, a year will go by faster than you think. Okay? A year will go by faster than you think. Last but not least, number 5. What did I learn today? Oops. Or you could do number 4 from the morning. What am I grateful for? You could also do that again in the evening. But I didn't want to have 2 of the same one when I made this a long time ago. So I made what did I learn today? Because remember, if you look at it now, all of them together. Okay, if you look at all of them together, number 5 in the morning was what can I learn today? And then in the evening is what did I learn today? So that's an easy follow-up. That's an easy intraday follow-up, or even like an intra-week follow-up if you did morning maybe on Monday and then evening maybe on Friday. If you don't want to space it in one day, if you want to space it over a week, you can do that too. There's no right or wrong way to do this, okay? It's going to be unique to the individual, but I think it's a really good follow-up. What did I learn? Or excuse me, what can I learn? And what did I learn? So, yeah, that'll pretty much sum it up for the meditation. So, I mean, you could screenshot this if you want to. You can write these down, and again, I will put out better visuals later today. Again, my private students have this already. I will reply to it and point it out again, just so you guys can have that on your phones ready to go. Oh shit, I'm on airplane mode. I forgot. I will go off airplane mode just to put it back up. For those of you in the Trade House Houston chat. And there you go. So I've responded to it so that way it can bring you right back to that message. And then now I'm going right back off airplane mode. Or I'm going right back on airplane mode until later. I gotta get some tacos here in a minute. It's Friday. You guys know what that means. It's cheat day. So I'm about to get some tacos and we're gonna have a really good time. It's gonna be a really good day. How do I be your student? You're already here, man. You're already here. What I'm going to do, most likely, okay, this is not official, but what I'm going to do is probably put out some core lessons for you guys, because I've probably done more PowerPoints than any other educator, but not that that means anything. But a lot of those presentations that I've done, I still have. From last year, from 2 years ago. I even have some older ones from a really long time ago. A lot of the presentations that I've done, I still have. So content that I've done previously, it might be gone, but it's not gone forever. So, like the early stuff, the Fibonacci logic, institutional candles and fractals, mitigation, plus the mitigation model as well. I'll definitely redo the mitigation model here. But you're already a student, because now that you're a member, you're going to have access to that stuff. The community posts that I make members only, videos that I put out that I'm going to make members only, you'll have access to that. Plus, everyone already has access to the free stuff anyway. All the live sessions that I do here on YouTube, that's all free to watch. So you're already a student, man. You're already a student. So, is there any other questions, or are we done? Because we're pretty much right at 50 minutes, so that's all that I have for you today. Reflecting is good. All the Stoics did it. Marcus Aurelius did it as well. So, if we're going to emulate people that were successful and people that had a much better mindset than average, then, this is part of the method of doing that. And I'll probably spend a lot of more time watching Jordan Peterson today. So I'll give you guys a minute or two to ask any last minute questions, and then that's going to be a wrap for today. Alice says, go have fun. Happy Friday. You have fun as well. Happy Friday to you too. It's a good day. It's always a good day, because we can choose, right? We can choose to have a bad day, or we can choose to have a good day. So it's all about what you decide in the morning. You're welcome, Adnan. We're going to have to get you, we're going to have to put a sniper next to that name pretty soon. Same with you, Collins. We got to get a sniper soon. All right. Well, if there are no questions, then I guess I'll see you guys on Monday. I guess I'll see you on Monday. So have a great weekend. Be blessed. Monday at 1 p.m. Eastern. We'll be here, right here on YouTube.
Welcome to my tea party. Cookie?